What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, today is game day. Our Dallas Cowboys will be kicking off versus the division rival and the New York Football Giants. And I know originally when the schedule got released, a lot of Cowboys fans, self-included, bye week, easy game. We can sit back, kick back our feet, and kind of rest a little bit because we are playing the Giants. But listen, y'all, that is no longer the case. We are 1-2. They are 1-2. They're coming off a win versus the same team that we beat in the Cleveland Browns. They're going to be at home, and they are going to be looking to avenge themselves. Because y'all got to remember, y'all, we dog walked them boys last year. Like, we embarrassed them last year. So they are going to come in and want to play solid football and try to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And what the entire NFL is seeing, there's blood in the water. A lot of people is talking about it online, self-included, that our defense is soft. You can run the ball all over our defense, and I guarantee you they are going to try. So we have to put our foot down and finally say enough is enough and go out there and stop the run. But I want to get into the scouting report now. Heads up. It was a short week, right? Because I got home on Monday night after being out there in Dallas on Sunday, and it felt like, boom, it's already game day. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take y'all behind the scenes. Now, I don't have the graphics all pretty and neat and clean, right? I'm going to show you guys what happens behind the scenes, right? And we family, so I have to worry about any of y'all trying to steal the J-Tuck sauce. And I know a lot of people are probably going to watch this video and attempt to do the same, but I'm going to show y'all what goes on behind the scenes of the work that goes in before I put out all the graphics and overlays and stuff like that. So it's going to be very raw, but you'll still get the point across, which is the breakdown and scouting report for the New York Football Giants. Let's go ahead and get to it. So as y'all see, this is my Excel sheet, right? So for those of you who follow my draft content, I use Excel and Google Sheets for everything. So this is my scouting report, and I go through and I manually enter all this information, all this data in my damn self. I don't have a team yet. I wish I did to go ahead and enter this information, but I do all this research, and I like doing it myself because that way I'm more tied to the content, and I kind of just sticks up here, right? Same thing when it comes to the draft content, right? But when it comes to the Giants, right, 1-2 record, 1 win at home, 2 losses at away. They lost to the Washington Commanders in a close game, and the Commanders are playing well, and they lost week 1 versus the Minnesota Vikings, who are 3-0. Head coach Brian Daboll, I'll know him in 2022 NFL Coach of the Year. Offensive-minded coach, right? But he also has an offensive coordinator, Mike Kafka, in his 3rd season as the OC. But what we also have to be aware of, they have a new defensive coordinator and Shane Bowen, his first year as the DC in New York. He came from the Tennessee Titans. And if you know the Tennessee Titans, y'all, they always played tough defensively, right? They've always were going to be a tough, hard-nosed opponent. So he's definitely trying to change the mindset when it comes to this New York Football Giants defense. So the Dallas Cowboys offense is going to have to be clicking. Now, to go into my first glance, these are kind of just my typical notes that I kind of go through when I'm going through film and everything. So, of course, the Cowboys are coming off 2 bad losses. I know we only lost by 3 Sunday, but it was a bad loss. We were getting beat. We were getting beat and bullied, right? So 2 bad losses. Another note, Kalen Carson's going to be out with the injury. So Andrew Booth is going to be active. He's probably going to be your outside corner. Is he going to cover Malik Nabers? I don't know. That's a huge yikes to me. So if you're going to have Booth on Nabers, the one thing I've always said about Booth is that he's good everything underneath. But if you get over the top of him, it can be lights out. So you're definitely going to have to keep a safety shaded towards Malik Nabers' way. Defensive front, we must stop the run at all costs, y'all. We must stop the run. We cannot allow the New York Giants to come out there in their first 15 plays and run the ball all over us. They can't do that because if they do that, it's going to be a long night, and we definitely don't want them to have the game close and build confidence as the game progresses. Assignment-based football for the first 15. Cowboys need to be more creative to get their wide receivers involved, specifically CeeDee Lamb, but also Brandon Cooks, right? I need to see some motion, right? I need to see some more of those, those play actions and, maybe a little tempo. Like Mike McCarthy was asked about tempo. Like, I need to see some of those things creativity-wise to get our wide receivers open. I feel like right now the play calling and the route combos has been very stagnant, and when you just have CeeDee Lamb located at your X or slot and he's only running 2 to 3 routes, it becomes very predictable. We did the film breakdown on Brandon Cooks. We showed all the hitches No more hitches, man. We want to get Brandon Cooks the ball in motion. Mesh concepts, meaning double crossers, do a mesh rail. We ran it week one. I think that, it's week one to Rico. Dak slightly underthrew it. Run it again. Run again. The Giants' corner is going to be out with injury, so it's going to be important to get our wide receivers going early, right? Don't wait till the third quarter. We can't get off these slow starts. This isn't a game for the slow starts. Now, when it comes to our offensive line, you have to play better. Tyler Guyton, I'm challenging you. Cooper Beebe, I'm challenging you. Zach Martin, I'm challenging you. Terrence Steele, I'm challenging you. Tyler Smith, you've been cool, but I'm challenging the offensive line. Let's say that, because they have been bad against stunts, getting pushes up front. I just not seeing that tenacity that we thought we were going to have their offensive line. They're running a lot of duo, which is double teams on the left, double teams on the right when it comes to our running concepts, but we're not getting pushed. We're slipping off blocks. We're not able to pull around the perimeter. It's just been very clunky. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line must improve with the run game. But also, you must protect Dak Prescott. This is a team that, even though it was Deshaun Watson, they had like 8 sacks last week. So if you don't go out there and protect Dak, it can be a long day. And y'all know what's been the theme, right? Rushing 4, dropping 7. Now, they'll rush 5 a little bit more than particular teams did. They did a lot more of a split last week. But you have to get out there and protect Dak Prescott, because if you're able to protect Dak, he can definitely go up there and carve this defense, right? And we'll talk about their secondary here in a second, but you got to give Dak time in the pocket. Cooper Beebe versus Dexter Lawrence. You're going to have to grow up, kid. My neighbor, Cooper Beebe, I love you, but you're going to have to grow up, kid. You're going against one of the best interior defensive tackles in all of football. Hey, man, I know you're a rookie, but it's just the way it is. You're going to have to go out there and perform. Weather impact, right? So there's been some possible talks of possible rain. My guy Patrick Nosey Walker said that the sun is out right now. Could be possible rain showers later in the game around the third or fourth quarter. So it's going to be interesting if that happens, right? If it's raining, you can't be throwing the ball 40 plus times, right? You're going to have to get the run game established, whether that's Rico, whether that's Zeke, whether that's Deuce. I do not care. Somebody needs to step up in the Dallas Cowboys running back room and get the job done. Defensively, I mean, what more can I say? Defensive line has to play better. The defensive line has to play better. You have to go out there and stop the run, get pushed, get off blocks, especially our linebackers as well. There's a lot of times where we're reading the wrong gaps, we're overcompensating, and we're leaving these massive run lanes. And Singletary, he is a guy, though he's not Saquon, he can force some missed tackles, and he can get out there in the open and definitely cause that same thing that we've been seeing week after week when it comes to our run defense. We have to get a better push up front. So whether that's Carlos Watkins, whether that's Linval Joseph, or whoever the hell Zim's going to put out there, our interior defensive line has to be better. Our edges have to seal the edge, and our linebackers have to read and react and not overreact, right? Play assignment-based football, all right? Now, when it comes to their coverage, they are primarily a zone team. They ran a lot of cover 3. Now, last week versus the Browns, they kind of had a split between zone and man, but they're primarily a cover 3 team. So what does that mean? They're going to have one single high safety. There's going to be opportunity down the field specifically for Jake ASAP Ferguson. I'm expecting a big game from Jake Ferguson, especially because Mike McCarthy likes to run a lot of 4 verts to really stretch the field when he sees cover 3. So I'm expecting Jake Ferguson to go out there and attack in the seams. And like I said, I really want our offense to take advantage of their aggressiveness. They have a great defensive front, right? They got Dexter Lawrence, but they also got my guy Brian Burns from Florida State and Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, they have some guys out there that can make things happen. So if they're peeling their ears back and coming forward, use the screen game, use the draw game, use the RPO game, use the option game, use the stuff that people use on us, bro. How about that? Use some of those things and work it to our advantage, because if you're able to get our team on the perimeter, right, and keep them off kilter, we can definitely take advantage of their defense. And the one thing I'm really looking for, and I kind of alluded to it on Twitter, right? Everyone's just so tense right now. Relax. Breathe, Cowboys Nation. Breathe, Dallas Cowboys football team. Calm down, relax, believe in yourself, trust the process, play with a free spirit, go out there and have fun, because right now the pressure's on the Cowboys because everyone's favoring the Cowboys, and if the Cowboys lose to the Giants and they're going to be 1-3 in the bottom of the division, the Giants get to just go out there and just play and just have fun, right? Don't go out there and let the pressure amount. Go out there, play freely, fly around, hit people in the mouth, and go out there, execute, get the win, and let's get back to Dallas with a 10-day rest. And I believe the Dallas Cowboys will do that. I have us winning 31-17 in New York. So that is the scouting report. Wasn't pretty, but y'all see some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, man. So someone ever says, man, J Tuck just be shooting. How is that? J Tuck just be talking like, nah, bro, J Tuck be working. J Tuck be working. Like all the stuff that I did, I'm saying, film notes, everything. I be working, but I do that to make sure that you, Cowboys Nation, are informed, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Probably do a post game depending on how late it is, because I hate these Thursday night games and kind of makes things clunky because I can never go to sleep right after because my emotions are still burning so high. So might report back after a game. If not, we'll definitely talk about it. Go through the film tomorrow. But most importantly, rep y'all team and let's go get this win. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and stop the damn run, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. Peace.